Barely 24 hours after it was shot and tear-gassed for peacefully protesting an end to insecurity in the country on Monday, May 31st of 2021 in Abuja, human rights activist and convener of the #RevolutionNow protest, Omoyele Sowore, has refused to back down as it launches an even bigger protest. Tagged the #June12 protest, Sowore has now engaged other Nigerians tired of the President Muhammadu Buhari's regime to come out en masse on June 12, the day slated to celebrate democracy in Nigeria, to demand Buhari's resignation and an end to insecurity. As expected, many aggrieved Nigerians have taken to trending the #June12 protest on Twitter, promising to come out to raise their voice against the oppression meted out by President Buhari and his cohort. But the question remains, will the protest go as planned? Will it be successful? Will Sowore be arrested again like the 2019 Revolution Now protest? Will history repeat itself like the #EndSARS protests that ended with a genocide? And do Nigerians trust Sowore enough to come out for the protest? Hello guys, it's TCode here for African Glitz.
It was at such a close range that she looked at me and said, "Sowore, you are the one here," and she shot me. Initially it was like a thump, and then later I noticed that blood was running underneath my trousers, my jeans trousers, and discovered I couldn't walk anymore and I fell to the ground. She instructed her men to be shooting more tear gas in our direction, apparently to prevent anybody from saving me.
Without a doubt, Omoyele Sowore has been one of the most consistent human rights activists in Nigeria, and his doggedness is unmistakably a passion for democracy reformation in the country. But since the 2020 EndSARS protests, many have come to openly distrust him over suspicion that he may be faking his passion for activism for brown envelopes. This is following reports that the 50-year-old founder of Sahara Reporters is being paid by the opposition party PDP, causing mayhem during President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure, and if possible, see to not only his resignation or impeachment, but also ensure that APC is never voted into the presidential seat in the future. Surely, this is not the first time Sowore will be accused of trading brown envelopes for activism, but as many Twitter users say, every activist has a price. The year 2014 through 2015 saw Sowore run a smear campaign against Goodluck Jonathan to pave the way for Buhari as president-elect during the 2015 presidential election. How he went about the smear campaign convinced many it was born out of a passion for good governance because APC, the then opposition party, had paid him. Apart from efforts of being paid for activism, Sowore has come under fire severally over suspicion that he is doing activism for his selfish interest in becoming the country's next president. With Nigerian youths now chanting, "Not too young to rule," it is believed that Sowore has continued to show a doggedness in activism with hopes that the youth will choose him and massively support him to run for presidency come the 2023 polls. Nonetheless, Sowore has actively been a part of major protests in the country, even though he is based in the US with his wife and children and risks being abused or arrested for protesting. His activism history dates back to when he was still a student of the University of Lagos, where he took part in a 1989 protest against the conditions of the International Monetary Fund $120 million loan to Nigeria, asking the government to reduce the number of universities from 28 to just 5. As a result, he was arrested amongst many others and tortured for days until his release. He would later become the president of the student union government in Unilag, where he led many Aluta struggles and faced rustication for 2 years. The iconic 1993 June 12 protest was also one Sowore didn't miss, as he actively protested alongside others. After he left the country and realized the governance situation in Nigeria had not changed much for the better, he founded Sahara Reporters in 2006 to fight against corrupt government practices in Nigeria. He reportedly runs the media house on grants and doesn't accept financial support or adverts from the Nigerian government. Chanting the slogan, "Our Mumu don't do," Sowore announced his decision to run for the presidency in 2018 but lost in the 2019 polls to President Muhammadu Buhari. Ever since, he has actively been protesting against Buhari's administration. Ahead of the planned #RevolutionNow protesting nationwide in 2019, Sowore was arrested by the DSS in August of 2019 over conspiracy charges to commit treason and insulting President Muhammadu Buhari. Against the court's ruling to grant him bail, Sowore spent over 4 months in jail illegally and was seriously tortured. Upon his release in December of 2019, he was again picked up by the DSS, where he said they threatened his life before releasing him. Despite this, Sowore has refused to back down in doing his activism work. He continued to organize protests both online and offline against President Buhari's incompetent government and actively led the Abuja #EndSARS protest in October 2020 and even after the Lekki Tollgate massacre. Most recently, he organized a protest in Abuja against the rising insecurity in the country. Unfortunately, to the shock of many, the activist alongside others were tear-gassed. Before he could understand what was going on, he was hit by a stray bullet at the Unity Fountain in Abuja. From the live stream on Instagram, Sowore could be seen bleeding and in excruciating pain before being rushed to the hospital for treatment.
We went to the hospital. We got halfway into the public hospital and we decided against it, that it's better to go to a private hospital. So we went to a private hospital and they began treating the injury on my thigh. We didn't know how big or serious it was, but I was just in a lot of pain.
Even though he is yet to attain full recovery from the gunshot wound, Sowore has now said that he would not let the injury stop him from protesting against bad governance and immediately launched a bigger nationwide protest for June 12, which is the day set aside to celebrate democracy in the country. Sharing a video of his stand on Instagram, Sowore explained that President Buhari's regime planned to eliminate everyone opposed to it. Still, because the plot has failed, citizens now have a chance to demand change, starting with the June 12 protest. Since he launched the June 12 protest, there are suspicions that it will not be successful over rumors that he is collecting brown envelopes from the opposition party behind closed doors. Many youths are trying not to be a pawn in the activist game, especially one that may cost them their life. Also, referring to the unsuccessful #RevolutionNow, where Sowore was picked up by the DSS ahead of the protest, there are reports that history may repeat itself again as the June 12 protest draws nearer. In other news, many Nigerian youths have grown really fearful of protesting over how the 2020 #EndSARS protest ended with a nationwide massacre and mayhem. With the recent tweet from President Buhari where he threatened genocide against the Igbos and IPOB members, it is believed that many youths will not come out for the protest. At the same time, some advised Sowore to learn from the Biafras and recreate the #sit-at-home protest Nnamdi Kanu successfully executed on May 31st, 2021. Notwithstanding, Nigerians on social media have been reacting positively to the planned June 12 protest and have been trending it with many slogans, demands and hashtags. BB Niger star Kafi wrote on Instagram, "This is horrible. So sorry this happened to you. Thank you for every sacrifice you are making for our society." A Twitter user wrote, "June 12 protest is coming. They have paid some animals to trend it. #Aisha the hypocrite." Sharing a picture saying 30,000 naira minimum wage is wickedness, a Twitter user wrote, "On June 12, we should remember that this is not the democracy we fought for. Democracy should work for the masses, not a tiny few. Nigeria needs a system change. #June 12 protest." Sharing a picture saying, "Stop killing Nigerians," another Twitter user wrote, "No nation has ever declared war against her citizens and won. Buhari is not a student of history. #June 12 protest." The National Association of Nigerian Students has also declared June 12 as the National Protest Day for Nigerian students over the incessant kidnapping of students across the country by bandits. According to the association president, there is nothing to celebrate about democracy in Nigeria in the face of insecurity. Would you say Sowore activism is fueled by passion or brown envelopes? Do you think the June 12 protest will be successful? And lastly, do you think history will repeat itself with Sowore being arrested ahead of the protest? Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more well-researched African stories and news we know you would like. Finally, click on the bell sign to be notified every time we upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.